3, 2, 1.
After Arizona held its first space summit last week, could we be headed for the stars from our own backyard? Joining us is Jessica Rousset. She is the executive director of the Interplanetary Initiative at Arizona State University.
Good morning, Jessica. What was the main takeaway from the space summit? Are we close to having a robust space industry, or do we have a long ways to go?
Oh, we have so much momentum. So this is actually the third time we host a Space Summit. So we started in 2023, and we have seen this community come together year over year and grow. So the big takeaway is that we have an incredible ecosystem here in Arizona with our powerhouse universities, our legacy contractors, and a lot of exciting new types of companies like Virgin Galactic, Blue Origin, Black Star Orbital, and others coming to Arizona because of our great weather conditions, our unique infrastructure, our workforce. We have a lot going on in Arizona. We've had just an incredible history contributing to the space economy, and we are just getting started. And so these summits really represent the collaborative spirit that Arizona has. We work with our partners over at U of A, Arizona Commerce Authority, Embry-Riddle, Northern Arizona University, AZ Tech Council, and more. So there are lots of important groups coming together, recognizing that we have this incredible opportunity to take advantage and drive what will be perhaps $1 trillion space economy come in the next decade. And we're going to be very much a part of that. So it is happening, and we want to be a leader.
So we were taking a look at some of the stats. We have a high-tech workforce, so that's a plus. We have robust semiconductor industry. That's a plus. Is there anything that we are lacking that we need to sort of, beef up on?
Yeah, and that's very much what the summit is about, finding those gaps. I think perhaps one of the pieces that we're missing is simply we're a little too modest. We need to talk more and showcase all the strengths that we have here in Arizona. Now, at the same time, we probably need a stronger early stage capital pipeline. So that is an area that we'll be focusing on. We also celebrated this year the appointment of the new Arizona Space Commission. So that commission, which is a 13-member commission representing vast, broad interests, including university interests and startups, early stage company interests, we'll be looking at all these questions, including making sure that we have the right capital, access to capital for early stage companies that will spin out and really contribute to drive the space economy here in Arizona.
We're talking with Jessica Rousset, who is the executive director of the Interplanetary Initiative at Arizona State University, about a space industry for Arizona. Are there environmental concerns with having a strong space industry?
Yes, and this is where, all of the technological developments related to, safe propellants, et cetera, are going to be very important. We have, of course, the universities here working on, and as you probably know, ASU being a big leader in sustainability, this is going to also apply to our space activities and is going to be a very important way to make sure that all the benefits of our space activities have good outcomes across all the communities that we serve.
All right, this is going to seem random, but we're 70 years into the space age, and we've got space junk, right, and a lot of it. So, are we kind of getting a little too aggressive with these private space launches, insertions into orbit, and then just sort of leaving stuff up there? And is it dangerous?
We are all incentivized to make sure that we address this issue because, as you may know of the Kessler effect, right? If some of this junk collides and breaks up into smaller parts, we have a domino effect that would make low Earth orbit inaccessible for all of our activities, and including our daily, conveniences like GPS and others. So this is an issue that I think everyone in the community takes very seriously, and that's why we have things like reusable and refuelable satellites, so we wouldn't have to put as many up in orbit, and we can reuse what we have there. So it's a very good question and something that's very important for us to address. And I think the community is very much working on this issue.
All right. Thank you so much, Jessica Rousset, once again, Executive Director of the Interplanetary Initiative at Arizona State University. And, I don't think anybody wants to have to be the one to invent a space junk plow, right? Like eventually you got to.
No, but we can, you know what? We can come up with some great names for it.
That's true.
We got that going for us.
We got the snowplow thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Thanks for watching Arizona's Morning News. Click to watch more from KTAR News and hit the button in the middle to subscribe.